Hello, welcome to our channel. Let's embark on the journey through RexSam DesolarDoctor as we unveil the secret of creating your very own solar system, from the blazing sun to the mysterious planet. Join me as we dive into the construction of a miniature universe right at your fingertips. Quick one. Today we will actually decided to find out what happened to a system, why the solar system does not come on, and all of a sudden we discover that this solar panel is faulty. We have used our multimeter to discover the problem and what caused it. Right away I decided to open the panel box and found out that the cables does not bring out voltages. As you can see from my hands, by the use of this panel, it is meant to generate voltages and pass it across the cables, and these cables are the conductors that are able to bring out the voltages into the charge controller or to the battery. But right away it doesn't happen that way, so I decided to check what the fault is and discover that almost all the cables there has decayed, and this is one of the disadvantage of using used panel, and equally disadvantage of using substandard materials in doing your solar job. As you can see, almost all the cables seems to be in form of ash, which is a dust, and that does not allow the current to flow through it. All of a sudden the system or the capacity of the system will begin to drop. For instance, when you put it in the charge controller, it may be showing some voltages because it is not only one panel that is connected. So because of it, the effectiveness of the system will drop and the efficiency of the system will also fail, and this is what caused most of the low voltage and also poor durability of the system when you are using solar and inverter. I discovered from my charge controller that this panel does not give me the required voltage, so I quickly ran up to the roof to find out what happened to the panel. So I opened the box and found out that some of the panels are faulty. As you can see, this is the diode. This diode is actually connected according to the terminal, and I cannot use my screwdriver to touch it because it is a metal, it is a conductor, it can bridge it. So but I can use an insulative part to show if they are well tight. So this is what I did, and I found out that these cables are the cause of the poor output. All I did was to remove the cable. So after I have traced it from one point to other, I found out that the cable needed to be removed completely. So I decided to remove the cable. By removing the cable and replacing it with the next 6 mm cable, and this is what I do in order to rescue the system from damaging. In this part, it is always important to consider the quality of your cable before your installation. So some panels may be okay, but if you have a poor cable networking, it will actually have to give you issues whenever you are working on a solar system. Right now, I was able to replace the cable with the available one, and the only available one right now is 6 mm, though the follow-on cable was 4 mm, but I replaced it with 6 mm in order to get my job effectively done. So now you can see there is a spark coming out of it. Because I am upstairs and my meter is not close to me, I decided to test it manually. So right now you can see I'm trying to couple it back so I can send them back to where they were supposed to be. I isolated them from 6 other panels, so I will add them up and take them to where they are before sending the cables down to the charge controller. I now place my system, and this is how the miniature fault was traced down. It was actually a troubleshooting job, and when that is done, you will give yourself time to ensure that it is properly done. Doing this will help you to achieve a lot in a solar system, and this is one of the reasons why you have to take your time to discover the parameters and also know how the system function properly before sending the panels up. Perhaps this is in a wrong places. You cannot have time to bring them out one after the other to check. But because I can access it, it becomes easier for me. Watching this and see my connections, I decided to convert it back from parallel connection to series connection, because this has made me to change my charge controller and also my inverter, yet it didn't give me results. Because of that, I have to go in converting the 12-volt system to 24-volt system. Seeing this gives me joy, because the moment I finish with this, I had a perfect result. These are the connections. I took my positive to the negative of two panels, and after all this, I parallel them together. Now follow me as we go down while I show you.